Good afternoon, everybody. We have a wonderful book to read called The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. Ezra Jack was the author and the illustrator, and this book is about Peter. Do you see Peter? He's the little boy in the red snowsuit. Look what's next to Peter. There is a traffic light. Red means stop, and green means go. Yellow means careful. Slow, slow, slow. Look at Peter looking down. Let's see what this book is all about. Shall we? There's Peter. Peter is walking in the snow. Do you see his footprints? Crunch, crunch, crunch. And now it's time to read our story. Look at the snowflakes on the inside of my book. Wow, we can make snowflakes like that with our paints or our chalk or our fingers. Those are beautiful. We also can make cookie snowflakes too. Those would be yummy. The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. There's Peter sliding down a hill. Whee! Peter's going fast. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out of the window. Snow had fallen during the night and covered everything as far as he could see. There was snow on the road, snow on the sidewalk, snow on the building, especially the building that Peter lived in, and snow on the roof. And there was even snow falling down. Oh my. Peter is wearing his pajamas. He's in his bed. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and he ran outside. The snow was piled up very high all along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, 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 crunch. Peter walked in the snow. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. What do you wear on your feet when you walk in the snow? Boots, right? You wear boots and warm socks. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like this. Walk, walk, walk. There's that street light and that stoplight. Peter's being very careful. And then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. Do you know what Peter found? That's right. It was a stick. Look at that stick. It's as big as Peter. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Wow! Look at all that snow. Where do you think the snow is going to go? Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. Look at Peter. Peter keeps walking. There are his feet. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight. Look at those big boys throwing snowballs. But he knew he wasn't old enough yet. He's still a little boy. Look at how big those boys are. So he made a smiling snowman. There it is, with a smile, just like your smile and my smile. And he made angels. Look at those angels. Peter, those are beautiful. He made 2 angels. And he pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow, and he slid all the way down, up and down. Peter is fast. Do you have any mountains of snow like that in your neighborhood? He picked up a handful of snow and another and another. He packed it round and round, and he put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. And then he went into his warm house. Oh, who's that? Is that Peter's mama? She's helping Peter get his wet clothes off. He told his mama all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. Let me help you, Peter. 1 sock, 2 socks. Peter has 2 feet. And he thought and thought and thought about them while he sat in his tub. Blub, 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 blub. Do you see those bubbles? Do you have bubbles in your tub? I bet you do. Peter soaked and cleaned and soaked some more. And before he got into bed, he looked into his pocket. What do you see? TB2 friends, do you see what I see? It's a wet spot. It's a wet spot on Peter's pocket. Oh, the snowball wasn't there. What happened? You're right, it melted. He felt very sad. Oh, poor Peter. And while he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. There's that beautiful, beautiful, brilliant, warm sun. But when he awoke, his dream was gone. And the snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. Do you see the snow? There's Peter. New snow is falling. All the snow is falling down, falling down, falling down. All the snow is falling down all over town. And after breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together in the deep, deep snow. Do you see Peter? And do you see his friend? And look how much snow there is. Oh, the end. There we are, back to our snowflakes. Thank you for reading The Snowy Day with me, Miss Stephanie. Thanks so much. I love you. See you soon.